Wow, 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 wow. Ladies and gentlemen, good people of Nigeria, welcome to another edition of the Leadership Show, coming to you from Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa, here in the FCT Abuja. You're welcome to our show. And to join us today and to do justice to the topic that we have scheduled to talk on are the powerful people that we have in the country that are working hard to change the mindsets of young people, to begin to think and fall in love with their country, Nigeria. We have His Excellency Ugwumba Uche Nwosu, the president of Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa, here with us, and our special guest all the way from Lagos, Amanda Obidike, an emotional intelligence and behavioral change expert. She is the founder of STEMi Makers of Africa, and also the leader of a hub in Anambra that is really doing a lot in the youth development as well as in community development. She has developed a number of sustainable development programs that are changing the way communities and the young people are developed around Africa. She's not a stranger in the development sector in this continent. Likewise, His Excellency Ugwumba Uche Nwosu, who is a nationalist and a leader that has empowered several and thousands of young people in this country. So here this afternoon, we are going to be talking about how to stop the blame game, since everyone is born a leader. There is no one that God created to just be a follower and a failure. Everyone God created with potentials, enormous potentials that can make them stand out in their chosen careers. So we are worried about this blame game. When people fail, they blame the government, they blame their parents, they blame their uncles, they blame their brothers for their failures. We want to know why is this so, and then to come up with a better way of changing their mindset so that they can take up the challenges and know that they are leaders at whatever levels they find themselves in. Even as husbands, they are leaders in their homes. Even as members of their families, they are leaders. So they should take up leadership positions at every level they find themselves in. They don't become leaders because they are governors, or they don't become leaders when you're elected a local government chairman or a councillor. You become leader at any level you find yourself in. Even if you're a student, you are a leader in your own right. You have potentials that can change the system where you belong. You have potentials that can change the communities where you belong. You don't need to occupy a political office before you begin to answer a leader. So that is the impression and the mindset we want to correct, by bringing up these young people, the powerful duo. I call them powerful duo because they are coming together to speak on this important topic, so that at the end of this show today, our viewers from around the world will know that of a truth, everyone is born a leader and have got things to offer to this country that we call Nigeria. Thank you so much. Amanda, can we meet you officially, please?
Okay, good afternoon. And thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so delighted to be here. I hope that it's going to be impactful, and I hope that we would have a right orientation after this program. So first of all, my name is Amanda Obidike. I am from the southeastern region of Nigeria, and precisely from Anambra State. I serve as a strategy lead and executive director for STEMi Makers Africa. STEMi Makers Africa is a non-governmental organization presently in 19 African countries in Africa, where we are focused on addressing the youth unemployment pipeline, the underrepresentation of women in technology and science, and also trying to change teaching approach in school through STEM. So I'm happy once more to be here, and I look forward to having a wonderful time at the ULA. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a wonderful introduction, and we are happy to have you on the show. Your Excellency, can you say hello to your fans that are watching from around the world? Can you just say hello to them? You were here last week, and you made tremendous impact in their lives. So, can you say hello, sir, to your fans?
Thank you, our great Nigerian youth. We are back again. Last week we were on this Ugwumba TV, and today again we are back again. The only thing I can say here is that your destiny, our destiny, is in our hands. Nobody can do it for you. You can do it for yourself. It does not matter the condition you have found yourself today. Tomorrow condition might be different from what you are today. Again, I want to thank the young lady that has done well in her own area of business, Amanda, who will be lecturing us today. I'm like you, the other youth, watching. I have my pen, I have my jotter, and I'm waiting for Amanda to start so that we can jot something and then tap from her own knowledge. She has done wonderfully well across Africa, and I believe that most of us and everybody watching now should be able to go home with something. Don't watch and say you didn't understand anything. Just tap something from her wealth of knowledge. I want to thank you as we sit, as we relax, and as we write and judge and wait for Amanda to teach us. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Thank you so much. Amanda, like we know, you are a well-experienced emotional intelligence and behavior change expert. Can you tell us why Nigerians think, especially the youth, do you have any idea?
Sorry, can you say that again?
No, I said, okay. I said we know you as an emotional intelligence and behavior change expert. Well, why do you think Nigerians, especially the young people, blame others for their failures?
Okay, yes. So first things first, let me just give a little definition of what emotional intelligence is. Emotional intelligence in the layman form or understanding is the ability to put yourself in other person's shoe, to empathize with the person. So I understand that Nigerians most times why we actually blame our failures on others or government are due to number one, a psychological issue called frustration. So most times when we complain or when we try to say, okay, the government is not doing this, I'm supposed to be here in this situation, look at what my mates are doing, is because they are not contented with where they are. And I don't really blame them because they've seen that, oh, some people are excelling, some people are doing very well, but why can't they be in that same situation? But you know, like what we are saying today, stopping the blame game, let us face reality. So whether government does things or whether government doesn't do anything, it's time for us to start looking within our circle, within our environment, to start creating that change that we desire. So, if to answer your question in why youth actually blame themselves for failures is because of what the present discordance is, what the present situation is, but we don't want to clamor too much on the problem, but we want to prefer solutions with it. So, one thing that I would actually like to tell people is having or coming to an understanding of self-awareness. This is the reality. This is the situation that we're in. It's not the best, but there are actually opportunities out there that we can look into. You know, into this program, I will share my story from how we got started. So I didn't have everything figured out. I just found an opportunity and a niche to start preferring solutions to an existing problem. So I don't know if that responds or answers your question.
Yes. basically, you have answered the question. So, Your Excellency, I don't know if you have anything to say here. Well, why do Nigerians think that the government, they wait for the government to give them money to start businesses? Some of them wait for government for scholarships. Some of them wait for government for everything, and that is why they despise the potentials that they have, and they go cap in hand looking for paid jobs and leaving behind the potentials and skills that they can turn into business opportunities. Why do you think it is so, sir?
Please, can you come again?
Now, I said, can you speak on this? Why do you think Nigerians, especially young people, they wait for government for everything? They don't want to do anything. They want government scholarships. They want a job from government. They want everything. They depend on government. Why do we totally want to depend on government? Did you hear that?
Okay. Actually, when it comes to the
Did you
issue
hear
of,
me?
yeah, I understood you now. Actually, when it comes to the issue of when you talk
Okay.
about the you depending on government for everything, is an issue that starts from the homes and houses of each of these young people, especially from the training. Let me take them back from their homes, different homes. You remember that there are people who grew up in a home that they don't want their parents to do everything for them. There are people who grew up and there are certain things their parents can do for them. They want to go out and look for what they can do for themselves. Yes, it is true that now almost 70% of Nigerian youth depend on government to do one thing or the other, even go to take their shower. They will want government to take water and pour on their body so that even to clean their body
Mm,
after taking their bath. This is the problem that we have in the nation. But the solution to this is mentorship. Mentorship in the sense that this, of course, did not start after graduation, nor after your NYSC. This starts from secondary school and even primary school. If we have a department of mentorship from secondary and primary school that will mentor these young people and teach them that there is a certain age that you will come up and then you don't need to wait for government to do some certain things for you. That is one. So many countries in this world now, if you get to that age of 25 or even 20, even 18, you are an adult. The only thing your parents can do for you is to help you and give you the platform to succeed in life. The same thing. The only thing government can do for you is to give you the platform to succeed. You cannot wait for government to do everything for you. That's where the failure number one starts. Secondly, after graduation from school, you don't wait until there is a white collar job for you to do something in life. Remember, I've said it and I will continue to say that every Nigerian youth, your destiny is in your hand. There is something I've called address A and address B. Address A is your certificate. If you're a lawyer, you graduated from a university as a lawyer, you graduated from a university as a doctor, you graduated from a university as an accountant. You don't wait for a hospital to employ you. You don't wait for a bank to employ you. You don't even wait for one government agency to employ you, and you stay home for 10 to 15 and even 5 years waiting for government employment. The best thing you can do for yourself is to have address B. Remember, I said the address A is your certificate. The address B is what you can do for yourself. A barbing salon, nothing stops a graduate from having a barbing salon. Nothing stops a graduate from having a hairdressing salon. And it's called address B because you are still waiting for another job. But before that job comes, what can you do for yourself? And this also boils down to mentorship because somebody needs to teach them. When there is nobody talking to a graduate from a university or from a polytechnic, for 5 years. You wake up in the morning, no money to buy soup, no money to buy toothpaste. That's where the frustration starts. So, waiting for government for everything, I will blame the Nigerian youth to some extent because you are becoming lazy. You don't want to work. That's the simple truth. The other side, I also blame government because government have not provided that platform to let them know that everything must not come from government, and that is mentorship.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much for those wonderful explanations. And I'm sure that the young people that are listening to us will now know that they don't need to depend on the government for everything. What you need is step out there and God will make way for you. Even there are things you will start on your own that will invite government to come and support you. We have seen a number of examples where people launch out their ideas and all of a sudden it got government attention and support. It's happening around the world, and that is what we also want to encourage, using this platform. So now let me ask again, what do we okay? Is it true that everyone is born a leader? Is it true? Is it the truth that everyone has leadership potential in him or her? Amanda, are you there?
Yes, I am. Okay, so I would like to add to what Sir Ugwumba said. It's really, he hit home hard. So it's about being realistic. Majority of youths are not being realistic. It's time, like I said, to wake up because the opportunities are there, mentors are there. There are a lot of people that want to serve as role models to give you certain career support, skill support, opportunities. But I don't know, most of us don't want to open our eyes to see that. Then, in relation to your question, whether everyone's born a leader, yes, everyone is born a leader because we have the potential on the inside. I used to know someone, but he's of late memory. He said that there are times where maybe you go to heaven and you see that a lot of potentials that died fulfilled. Meaning that a lot of people maybe go to the grave and there are a lot of tools or talents or skills, gifts that they have, but they were not able to harness it, they were not able to utilize it, they were not able to use it for the impact of their community. So yes, everyone is born a leader. You just have to wake up, find it, and try to develop yourself in leadership.
Okay. So you mean everyone has leadership potentials in him or her. So
Yes.
Nigerian youth, I'm sure you are hearing what our experts in the house are telling us. You have leadership potentials in you. And just like His Excellency Ugwumba Uche Nwosu told us last week, he never knew that one day he would become the former chief of staff to the Imo State government of Nigeria. He never knew that while he was busy on the streets of Aba, hawking ice water, hawking coconut, and all of that. So these are indications that everyone can be successful, and that is why we say everyone is born a leader. Like I said before, leadership does not mean occupying a government position. Leadership means, pursuing your vision, pursuing a particular career, and becoming successful in it. So it doesn't mean when you win elections to become governor, that is when you become a leader. Even if you're into lecturing, you are a leader when you produce wonderful students or graduates that will go into the society and make a difference. So that is what we are talking about. Even if you're called into ministry as a religious leader, you begin to mentor young people and your congregation to become better citizens in the country. So that is also leadership. Leadership, like we all have agreed, is not about winning elections into the National Assembly or as the president. So the question now to you, Amanda, how can leadership potentials?
How can one develop his or her leadership potentials? Awesome. So
How
first
can
things
one
first.
develop his or her leadership potentials?
Yes. Yeah, so first things first, like you said, leadership is actually the platform of impacting others. I cannot just say I'm a leader and it's just for mouth or just for saying sake. People should be able to see my work. People should all be able to see my mentees or people that are looking up to me or people that I have transferred wisdom or knowledge to. So how can one develop his or her leadership potentials? Wow. So I wrote it this way down, and I was surprised when Sir Ugwumba said it. One of the ways of utilizing your potential is mentorship. Mentorship actually plays a great role. Why? Because these days youth don't really have a clear direction. We feel automatically that okay, when you finish from the university, a good job is waiting for you there, or government is going to give you scholarship probably to go for your masters or something. But it doesn't come. But mentorship and reality comes hand in hand. I always advise people that try to look for a mentor in that field that probably you desire to be in. Maybe someone is excelling in tech industry or tech space. Try to like learn what they are doing. You don't necessarily need to tell the person that, oh, I want you to be my mentor. Some people may be put off. Start following their work on social media. Look at what they are doing. Look at their portfolio. Look at the impact that they have done. Try to look at how you can, I won't say imitate, but look at how you can learn and start integrating their leadership styles or whatever they have impacted into what you desire to do. It could be your small business or anything. So mentorship plays a great part. Another thing is vision. Vision is ideal. Most times as leaders or as young people, I'm speaking because I work with a lot of them. They don't have a clear direction of what they want to do. If you ask like a youth, where do you see yourself in 5 years time? What do you see yourself doing in 10 years time? They can't really give you a clear picture, and that's actually a problem. Number two is they like what he said, they try to like expect a lot of things from the government and all. What if it doesn't come? What are your alternatives? What are you looking at integrating? What are your plan B? We should always have a plan B. Or even if you ask them, okay, how do you want to go about this, they can't. So these are things that we need to address. Another thing is leadership development. Leadership development could be like in your profession, in your personal life. What are you reading? What are the skills that you are doing? And that's one of the things that we're doing in STEMi. A lot of jobs now, opportunities are coming in the continent or in the world. But why? We have these issues. It's a lot of young people, especially Nigerians, they are not job ready. They don't have the experience. You find out somebody come out from the university with probably first class or second class upper, and he doesn't have a transferable or hands-on skills. Now that's the challenge. It's about developing yourself. What are you doing in this spare time? Okay, you want to accelerate to this. How can you make your life better? What are the things that you can put in place? Then another one, which is the last one, is, and is really important, I see that happening too, is we are not taking responsibility. Responsibility like in our community or in our school or whatever that we're doing. I'll give you an instance. I live in an estate. So, months ago, rain fell and all. And the drainage system really like messed up a lot of things. That's one of the issues we have in Lagos. So youth just came out and started lamenting, estate governor, he's doing this, he's collecting money, he's not doing anything. I said no. Estate governor will not come to your house and pack your dustbins. There is your dustbins that actually affected the drainage and all. These are things that we should start taking responsibility in. Even if it's not even in your drainage system or gutter that this thing happened in, you can actually go to the tunnel or where this issue is and clear the gutter. The estate governor he's not going to be doing everything. It will make it so overwhelming for him. Why I'm saying this is we need to start owning up to responsibility. A lot of us are not responsible, and it's quite unfortunate. For example, now Big Brother has come. A lot of people are trending it on it. Every day there is something to trend on Twitter, but nobody is talking about something that can move the nation forward, number one, or that can move their little community forward. So these are issues that we can try to tailor, giving this example that I said, mentorship, leadership development, having a clear vision. being a leader in our community, start taking responsibility. Trust me, when you get all these things ready, or you have you've been able to well tailor this into your life, trust me, you will excel in anything that you are doing.
Good. Very good. There's one thing you talked about that I really applaud: the issue of personal development. The issue of personal development is so important now, because I know that you don't learn how to make money in the university, in the school. You don't learn how to
I think he freezed.
Can you hear us? Are we all right?
Aye.
Oh, so sorry.
Awesome.
Oh, sorry about the break in transmission.
Yeah, it
Uh,
happened.
yes, so sorry about that. We were offline and we're back again on studio. So, okay, I think His Excellency is also back. So sorry about that. It was a break in transmission due to network failure.
You don't break
Network
our
failure.
transmission again, no.
Network failure. So sorry about that. And sorry, like you all said, I wanted to point a few things concerning personal development, because I know that so many people are very successful today because they develop themselves. They develop themselves. I know people that I was privileged to speak to some medical students a few years ago, and some of them told me that they never wanted to study medicine. Someone said that she wanted to be a marketer, but she was forced into medicine by her parents. Another one said he wanted to be a civil engineer. And some of them also confessed to me that they know of a medical doctor that finished her program in the university and started a fashion company, a fashion business. Are you getting it? And she's very successful today. So that is why I was bold to say that schools don't teach us how to be successful or how to make money. The schools are only there to teach us how to write and read and be able to use our critical and analytical skills to do things and to venture. I'm sure that okay, let me just tell you, I studied industrial biochemistry, but I can't remember any of those biochemical terms again. I am doing what I'm doing in entrepreneurship development, and I never did anything called economics or government in the secondary school. I passed through science school at the secondary school level and the university. So, but I am doing something quite different from everything I studied in the school. Likewise, I'm sure Amanda is what you are doing. I don't think is related to engineering and his excellency production. So, the personal development is the key to really want to succeed in this life. It's not about what you studied in the university and all of that. So that is why we are encouraging young people, if you want to succeed, go the way of personal development. That is where you will learn the new skills that you need to succeed as an individual and as a leader that we are talking about. I hope I'm correct, Amanda. Ugwumba, let me
Yes.
take Ugwumba. I hope I'm correct, sir. Yes, let's say I hope I'm correct.
Right. You are very right.
Okay, very good.
But there is I wanted to ask Amanda a question. I have a question for Amanda.
Okay.
Let me ask you. You talked about how someone can develop his or her leadership potential, and you made mention of mentorship as part of the criteria or the ingredients that person needed. But one question I had is that who should we look up as a mentor, and what are the qualities of a good leader?
Good.
Okay. Yes. So in mentorship, it's not the person first of all shouldn't be high up there. The mentor is there's what they call mirror mentorship. Who are you looking at that you admire, that you want to be in that person's position, number one, or there are certain traits that this person is doing well that you like to look up to. For example, me, I have a lot of mentors. Why? There are unique potentials I see in different people that I want to learn. I have a finance mentor. This person can save. She knows how to invest. That's my financial mentor. I have a spiritual mentor, someone that can like teach me, or I can learn the ways of the Lord because I'm a Christian. Certain things. Another one is career mentor. This person has been able to build an empire or something. So why I'm saying this is a mirror kind of relationship. There are certain things that you are seeing in this person that are traits and that you want to tap into. So in short of it, the person must not be high up there. The person should be able to be like a leader in that particular field that you want to delve into. So another thing is characteristics of a mentor. A mentor, whether from the mentee part or from the mentor's part, is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is very, very important because it helps you to empathize. You're putting yourself in that person's shoe and you're asking yourself, if I'm to be in this person's situation, what am I going to do? Because it's that response that can help you to tailor the answer or the help that mentee needs. Do you understand? So one of the things is about emotional intelligence. Another one is a mentor should be a good listener. How are you trying to listen to what your mentee is telling you and discern on it? Because whatever you are hearing depends on what you are giving. So if you're not listening well, you can't can't solicit or give a very good response. Another thing is a mentor is a leader. I keep on saying this. Leadership is not like in a government position and all. The person is excelling in the little things he's doing. It could be in a small business. The person is able to manage his or her business. The person is able to manage responsibility and all. So there are a lot of wonderful traits or characteristics that you can see in a mentor. But in short of what I'm trying to say is have a mentor that is accessible. Someone like Mr. Ugwumba now, I may not be able to say he should be my mentor because I know that he has a lot of maybe parastatals or organizations that he's managing. So I need someone that is accessible, someone that I can always call and or drop a message and say, I need your help in this and all. You understand? So it's that's what I just actually advise young youths. You should be realistic. Get someone that you can assess. You understand? So I don't know if that responds to your question, sir.
Good. That's fine.
Yes, I
so
think you got it
let
right.
me take it back to
Somebody
His
you
Excellency.
have access to, and then your mentor or your is somebody that you want to be a role model. Should not be somebody who is rich or who you think that because that person drives new cars, jeeps, and several cars, and the person becomes your mentor. Mentor also should be somebody who you think that he or she has something in him or her that you can tap from. Like you said, there are a lot of young people now who want to learn from you, who see you as their role model. And all role models must not be big men or rich men or that they have money or they must be in government. Even I've also told some people that being a role model does not mean that you must be in government, either become a commissioner, governor, or minister before somebody can be a role model. You know, most of our young people these days, if you see somebody that has a mechanic shop, and you ask 90% of you, do you want this man to be here? They will say, no, I don't want him. Why? Because he's a mechanic. But have you thought of what that little shop that man is managing, what he has been able to train his family, even those in the university? So I agree with you, Amanda, that role model and mentor should not be a high class person. If you have opportunity to have those people in the high class, good. But you should also make sure that your mentor is very, very accessible. That's the most important thing. If they are not accessible, it's difficult for you to learn from your mentor.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Amanda, the way I see you, you are very young, and from your profile, you have achieved so much in the development sector. So we would like to know how you started, how all of this started. Did you hear me?
Yes, I did. Yes. Okay, so like I said earlier, I grew up not like from a wealthy home or my parents were in in the government and all, not at all. I built myself from scratch. And I went to the university. I first went to Obafemi Awolowo University in Osun State. And unfortunately, I excelled well, came out with a 4.45 GPA and all. But
Wow.
when I came out, I found that I was really frustrated because, when we're in school, we know, like I said, we're not being realistic. Because when you are saying, oh, there is a job waiting for you there, you get an oil job and all. But when you come out to the job market,
Not even getting. Hello?
hi, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yes. So, like I was saying, I didn't have everything figured out. Coming out from the university, it took me months before I could get a job. And when I even got a job, it was, we are working every day, Monday through Sundays. The pay is so miserly and all. I was discontented. I started getting frustrated. I was like, no, I need more out of life and all. Then I started looking inwardly. Like that's why I said professional development matters. So I started looking at where are these sectors that I can function in that are less concentrated, number one, and that I can, use my potential and I can excel. Because if you're saying because I read business management, most of us were finding ourselves in the bank, you're doing tailoring, you are standing every day. My dear, it was so frustrating. So I started looking at what are the opportunities that I can start, start looking inwardly or start training myself in. Before you know it, I started looking at technology. Technology then was on the rise. A lot of people were talking about technology through whether it's from the website angle or from data and etc. Then, long story short, I got an opportunity. I applied for a program that the IBM was actually spearheading. They wanted to pick few Nigerians that they can train in data analytics, business intelligence, and all. Then, I got the opportunity, and when I got into the program, I found out that there are 1,001 opportunities that are in technology, number one, and youth don't know, number two, and the idea or the information is not there. So after the training, I was like, wow, this is a really good avenue. But most times when we finish, like some of my colleagues, they finish from the training and they were able to get very good jobs. So sorry. So what some of my colleagues they finished from the training and they were able to get very good jobs. But I started asking myself that if youths like me don't know that these opportunities exist, why don't I be the channel to connect them from to this opportunity so that they can also get the opportunity?
Hello? 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 Hello, Amanda, are you
We
there?
can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Hello, Amanda, are you there? Hello? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are still on to the leadership show on Ugwumba Leadership Academy, broadcasting live from our head office here in Abuja, the FCT. And we are still talking about how to stop the blame game, because we have learned that everyone is a leader. So that's what we're talking about. And we have the two personalities, young people that have really influenced other young people across the country. We have Amanda Obidike, an emotional intelligence and behavior change expert, and our president, Ugwumba Uche Nwosu, former chief of staff to Imo State Government of Nigeria, and former governorship candidate in the 2019 general elections in Imo State that was adjudged the youngest governorship candidate in the state, and also the Imo Man of the Year 2019. They are here with us to do justice to this team that we have captioned Stop the Blame Game. Everyone is a leader. Amanda, I'm sure you are back, so can you continue your story?
Yes. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I was saying that after the opportunity, the training and all that, we got a lot of opportunities. Most of my colleagues had to launch into the job market, had better jobs. But I didn't just say I want to get a job. I needed to connect these opportunities to the market, to the labor force, because a lot of youths were not aware that IBM had like a free Digital Nations Africa skill platform that you can even get remote jobs like in the US, and you're paying you're going to be paid per hourly and all, just in data, analyzing people's data. So that was what made me to start this non-governmental organization, where we connect youths, talented youths, to the job market. So what we do is we try to show them these opportunities. We launch them on a platform to get these skills, whether soft skills, whether technical skills. When they are ready, we ensure that they are well experienced and well equipped to launch into the job market. Because remember, I said we have very wonderful and vibrant youth, but we don't have the experienced and equipped youth. So it's about preparing these people for an existing need in the market. So that was how I started STEMi Makers Africa. And, people still think, of course, STEMi Makers Africa is still a baby, but the impact has been felt like all across. And, we are still open to doing more. We are looking forward to partnering, collaborating with international organizations where we can host these youths on the platform for better jobs and, better livelihood. Yeah, did you get me?
Okay. So that is how Amanda started her journey into the development sector, and by the grace of God, she has so many success. Yes. Yes, so that's how your journey in the development sector started, and by the grace of God, you have so many success stories to share with us. We are happy for you, and we are glad that as a young lady, you have accomplished this much at this tender age. If we give you the next 10 years, you must have conquered Nigeria for STEMi, what everyone to become, to go into data analysis, science, technology, engineering. And that's exactly, these are the sectors that are changing the system, the way things are done across the world, science and technology. You cannot rule those out. So it's a good thing that you are doing in the system. You are seriously contributing to the development of this country and our young people. It's wonderful. Amanda, yeah, just a few months ago, Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa, by the approval of our president, Ugwumba Uche Nwosu, you were recognized as our brand Nigeria ambassador. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. I do. Thank you so much.
Okay, so okay. Good. So you were recognized as ambassador of Rebrand Nigeria ambassador because of your contributions to both national and global development. As of then, we never knew each other. I never came across you, but we found you on the internet because good works do not have any hiding place. So that's where we found you, and we decided to showcase you like we have also showcased other young people that are doing great things like you are doing. So we are proud to call you our Rebrand Nigeria ambassador. And today you have gone beyond that. You are also Ugwumba partner. You are joining the League of Ugwumba partners and mentors.
Wow,
Okay, good.
thank you,
So
thank
can you
you.
tell us? Okay, good. So can you tell us what projects your organization is implementing right now and how Nigerians can benefit from them?
Okay, yeah, that's a beautiful one because I was even thinking of bringing Ugwumba on board. So we have this is a year program and it's funded by the U.S. consulate here in Lagos. We had something to do with them last year, and they found us worthy. They now want us to do it on a larger scale. So we have this project that we want to launch in the southeast region of Nigeria. The 6 states are going to be benefiting from this project. It's about STEM integration training for teachers. Teachers should be role models if you look at it because they are the ones passing on the information. So we want to have refined and rebranded teachers. What do I mean? We want to change the teaching approach in the southeast. We should be coming out of role of father. My father provides for. That's the same thing that we've been hearing every day. So what we want to do is we want to build these teachers' competence in STEM, in knowing how to teach STEM, like science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and innovation, because that's the I in STEMi Makers Africa. So we want to ensure that we are cultivating a STEM workforce. And we want Nigerians to be part of it, because the Southeast, we may not know, they are contributing strongly to Nigeria, because talents are there, potentials are there, and they are more of the business inclined people. So we want to transform the education system in the Southeast by equipping these young teachers in Delta State, Abia, Imo, Enugu, Anambra, and Ebonyi. So we with time we will share the publicity, because we're trying to, the COVID-19 pandemic has really changed a lot of things. So we will try to involve the boards, the education boards in the Southeast. We would like to also engage leadership academies like the Ugwumba, because we have to have a blend where we can teach them on emotional intelligence, STEM integration, technical skills for the classroom. So with time, we would put out the publicity, and we will also share it with the Ugwumba Leadership Academy to, so that we can work towards the achievement of this goal.
Great. Great. You see, that was why with the permission of my boss, we declared you Ugwumba partner in advance.
Thank you.
We declared the partner. Yes, Ugwumba. No, you must have seen from our profile and the stories out there. We are so much committed in raising young leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators from the African continent. Just like you are also concerned about the future of Nigerian youth, we are also concerned in that regard, and that was why our president founded the Uguwmba Center for Leadership Development in Africa what do you call it? To expand the scope of what we started back then in Imo State, that was called SDA Foundation. So the SDA Foundation transformed into Uguwmba Center for Leadership Development in Africa, so that the scope of his vision can get to young people in the African continent, the whole of African continent. So we are happy that we are going to work with you in that project to see how we can change the system, in the educational system in the Southeast region of Nigeria. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, I don't know if you have anything to say concerning this project that she has declared that we will work with her to achieve in the Southeast. Do you have anything to say?
Come again.
Did you hear me? So I said, yes, Amanda has just let the cat out of the dog, that we are going to work with our organization to improve the educational system in the Southeast in the way of training teachers, in emotional intelligence, so that they will be able to deliver their learning, their teaching professions better, so that they can produce better youths, and better citizens of this country. I said this is a new project that we are getting involved with, STEMi Makers Africa, led by Amanda. Do you have anything to say about that before we go ahead?
I want to thank Amanda. When we started, I said something when we started that we have our pen and our jotter with us, and every other person that is watching should make sure that there is something to go home. For me, this is one particular rich achievement that I'm going to go home with, that will help our teachers in the Southeastern region, especially the primary and secondary school. But primary school is very important, because that's where everything starts. Once we get it wrong from the primary school, secondary school might be difficult. So I want to thank you, Amanda. And this is one of the things we need from our young people. What can you give to your society? Every time it's not all about give me, government, give me. What's you in particular that is watching now? What can you give to the society? Amanda, I want to thank you. Be rest assured that we are going to partner with you, and wherever you think we can come in, please let us know so that we can join you in this effort to make a better nation, a better community, and better society for all of us.
Thank you so much, sir. I
Okay.
really do appreciate working with the team.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. I think I will have a question from the. Yes, I
So
have a
I
question
might
from
leave
the
you people
audience. Let me
now so that
throw it up for.
I can go for other things.
If Your Excellency, you want to leave us? You want to leave us now? Hello, sir. You want to leave us?
Yes, I want to leave you people.
Hello,
Amanda, I
sir.
want to thank you for
Yes, sir.
having the opportunity to be in this platform. We're looking forward to inviting you to Abuja to come and share your experience with us live. This time now it's going to be live, it's not going to be on media. And also,
Wow.
we're also looking forward to joining you in Lagos and seeing what you have done for young people in Nigeria. So thank you
Yes,
for this
thank
opportunity.
yes, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. If we rarely find people like you know, in the system who are giving back, and we don't take it lightly. Trust me. We really do appreciate your work. May you keep accelerating. May you keep soaring. We are seeing the impact even here in Lagos State. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
we are letting Ugwumba go so that we can continue. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Amanda, I'm left with you alone here in the studio. So we are continuing our discussion.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a question from the audience. Look at this question is I love this program, but there is a high level of unemployment in our country. So what can we do about it? I think that should be the question on his mind. That's from Comrade Ambassador Ibokwe Ugochukwu. Amanda, did you hear the question?
Yes, I did. I did.
So what do you
Yes.
have to say?
Okay, yes. What he's saying is real. That's the reality. But now, what is the solution? There are unemployment, at the same time there are opportunities, so there are two different things. While there is a leaky unemployment pipeline, there is also a platform where you can upskill yourself to get the jobs of the future. What do I mean by jobs of the future? There are new opportunities now, new sectors in the government that or in the economy that is coming out, but people don't know. So when you have, like, you are equipping yourself, you know, like I said, in the professional development aspect, you are able to learn, say for example, data. I just learned that there are a lot of intern or remote jobs that they give for Africans, or you know, it could be in MENA nations, Middle East and North African nations. If you can help to analyze data from NASA or from like an astronomy agency. Now, people don't know, but it exists. But you cannot just take that opportunity that way. You need to be skilled. So a lot of people now are delving into, say, learning data analytics skills, learning blockchain, learning cybersecurity. Do you understand? So whether you have remote opportunities or whether you have full-time jobs, there are jobs out there. So it's just about looking inwardly, looking at the place or the aspect of your life that you can develop to get that job. Remember, I said there is unemployment, but at the same time, there are opportunities to address that unemployment.
Very good. So I'm sure Comrade Ibokwe Gochukwu has heard what you said. What I understand, because I'm also an active participant in the sector, is we have that of skills. Young people don't have skills, employability skills, and you know, so they keep running about complaining. You know, okay, imagine I do interviews. I conduct a lot of interviews, job interviews. Now, you see somebody chatting me up, and if I say chat me up only on WhatsApp, you see some people calling me when there are job openings that I publish. I say, but the instruction is chat me up on WhatsApp. I don't want to cause. You see them calling. Then even when they come on WhatsApp, if you look at someone is chatting you up and he will introduce himself and begins to say, "I saw this post on social place. I'm interested."
Yeah.
That's all. When you try, the person will not introduce himself. There is no name. Even if you look at the profile picture, you see a cartoon or something that you cannot even see who the person is. So
Yes,
so these
yes.
are, yeah. So how can I employ you when you don't know even how to introduce yourself? You are coming for an interview. You are not
Yeah.
prepared. You are chatting me up. You don't tell me who you are. You don't tell me.
Or they just
You are
say
just,
hi,
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 hi.
and you
I
expect them
thought
to me to know who you are. You know?
imagine.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Because it's what you said is something that has been of a concern. You know, paying attention to the instruction, to the details. We don't do that. Like this thing, like what you just
Mm,
shared about. Sometimes somebody will just randomly chat to you, maybe without even a display picture, and say hi. Hi. After hi, what next? Introduce yourself.
mm,
My name is. I'm chatting you in respect to. Use that 1 minute to pitch yourself, because that impression is what matters. Because when you do that, it already puts the person off, and because of maybe the
mm.
position that you are in, you are really like a lot of things on your head. You don't have that patience to say, "Oh, hi," and say hello. So these are the skills, soft skills, like communication, effective communication, that is important, that people need to. I
Good,
like what you just said, because
good.
I really encounter that a lot of times. A lot of times.
A lot. A lot. So it's a pity that it's happening to our young people, especially those that have been through school. It's a pity, and that was why when we started, I said we don't learn how to succeed in the university. It is a pity that we don't learn that. It has to do a lot with personal development. You need to prepare yourselves for the job market or for whatever career you want to pursue. You don't just depend on what you studied in the university and you want to succeed. You want to become a leader. It doesn't work that way. Thank you so much for how far we have gone. So this is still a leadership show with Amanda Obidike all the way from Lagos. We are live on the leadership show powered by Ugwumba Center for Leadership Development in Africa. So Amanda, we are continuing, and I want to ask you a question about, okay, we have talked about what you are offering to young Nigerians, and you said there are so many jobs in the data science space and others in the technology space, the ecosystem and all of that. So I think we will help you to make those opportunities available to our Ugwumba fellows and the other young people out there that might be interested, since we are now partners in progress. Is a good one. So before I let you go, can you tell us what is your advice? What is your advice? Enough of this blame game. What is your advice to Nigerians out there who blame the government for everything that they are passing through in life?
Okay. Okay, so first things first. Um, let's stop blaming. Let's stop blaming, because the truth is, even if we blame, even if we are justified, the problem is still there, right? So
Yes.
let's stop blaming, and let's start looking inwardly. Like I said, there are opportunities, there are angles, there are like a large ecosystem that we can start taking use of. We need to start developing ourselves to be job ready, to be community ready, and to be enabled. There is a word that they say is success meets preparedness. So it's like, for example, if somebody says, "Oh, I have an appointment for you, Amanda. I would like you to resume in Abuja, do this, do that," and "Oh, okay, please send us your CV and portfolio." I may be turned down if I'm not showing something that is worthy to take that position. Why?
Mm,
I'm not ready. So we need to be ready, so that when opportunity comes, we are prepared. So what I
mm,
would say is, first things first, let's stop blaming and let's start developing ourselves. There are a lot of skills out there. There are a lot of free courses online that are there now. Read through them, take the exam, they are free. Some are on True Mock. I don't know if you've heard of the MOOC. There are a lot of universities that launch free courses there. Africans can start taking it, have your certificate and e-certificate and all, develop yourself in it so that when an opportunity comes and they say, okay, they need someone that has this skill or someone that read through this, you can beat your chest and say, yes, I'm ready for this job. I am a perfect match for this job. So first, what I would just like to say, first of all, stop blaming the government, because even if we blame them, the issue is still there. Two, develop yourself. And three, also start networking. Networking is very important. I may know someone that needs like three people that can function in business intelligence field, or that can do some things on electronics and all. Start networking, because you don't know who you are pitching to that can connect you. You understand? We don't have everything figured out. We need to start growing ourselves, start looking inwardly and being realistic. Another thing we need to also do, which I see is happening. I keep asking myself, why is this happening? Is let's use social media for good. Like Ugwumba is doing something great. You know, there are a lot of things. If you go on Twitter and all, some irrelevant things are trending. People are using the small data or small money they have to watch something else. Why don't you use that data, or why don't you use that platform to learn something or to connect with someone that can accelerate? So that's what we need. We need to start looking.
Hello. 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 Okay. Amanda, are you back? Hello, are you back? Hello. Okay. Thank, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Amanda, you're back?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, good. You're back. So we're so glad having you on the show, and really you have discussed on this wonderful theme, and I'm sure that everyone that will come across this video will be satisfied, that we have done justice to this topic. We have spoken about how young people can become leaders, how they can develop their potentials to become leaders at every level they find themselves, and also in whatever careers or fields that they are operating in. We have seen that everyone is a leader, and because you are a leader, it means you have potentials to succeed. We are so happy. We have been talking with Amanda, an emotional intelligence expert, since 1 hour now, and we are so happy for the time she has allotted for this important discussion. We are so happy to have you, Amanda, and by the grace of God, we will bring you back again to see how much more you can help to transform Nigerian youth. You are a serious role model, because at your tender age, you have done all of this. So it means you are well suited to talk to young people in this country, because they are your mates. If you can do what you're doing, it means they should also brace up, to the challenges, and then begin to do exactly the same things that you are doing. And I know that the young ladies out there, when they come across this video, they will also be happy that someone like you is doing this. You are not in government. You are not you're not running about looking for jobs. You are doing something, with the potentials that you have. So they will be encouraged. And I'm sure that anyone that asks us for your contacts to become her role model, we will be glad to give them out to them. I think that is allowed.
That's beautiful. I welcome it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, very good. So we're wrapping up now. What is your last word? Just in a few seconds.
Okay. So yes, I usually tell people this, and trust me, if we use this model, you can win. Please be free to excel, be free to succeed, be free to connect. It's a free world. The highest thing is no. Just take that chance. I tell people, take that chance. You understand? Because the risk is there, the challenges are there. We have like a lot of challenges presently in the country. But please take the risk. Take that bold step if you want to accelerate. So that's it anyway.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So at this juncture, Amanda, we want to let you go. You have had over 1 hour discussion with us. We want to let you go so that you can do other things that you scheduled for today. It's been wonderful, really wonderful having you on the show. And we are so happy as our ambassador, you have rightly given back to the society, the country, Nigeria. We want this country to become a model and a country that we can be proud of. The devastation in the system, we don't like it, and we are trying to raise young people that will help us change the system. That was how the Rebrand Nigeria campaign was found. We started was launched actually, to be able to change the narratives and then the global perception about Nigeria and the Nigerians and Nigeria as a country. And all of us as participants and as citizens of this country, we have our individual roles to play. So that is why we came up with this, to also see how we can change the mindsets of young people. So Amanda, we are so glad having you here all through the discussion. It's been wonderful. So sorry for the interruptions. We had, while we were doing the broadcast. So sorry about that. We thank you so much, and we are glad that we are going to do more work with you in the future. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.